in our discussion of soloing, this is lesson module 1, understanding the song form. The song form is the layout of the song, meaning in rock music it might be verse, verse, bridge, chorus, chorus, chorus. In a jazz song form, we refer to it with A, B, and C sections. A section, B section, C section. A form might be A again, B, C, or A again, B, A section, and then back to the top. So that's a song form. Now, when we talk about soloing over song form, we're basically talking about playing in a swing idiom here. And the key to this whole thing is that we have, first off, we have to know the song form. We have to know the song. When we do that, we're playing the melody, let's say the A section, we're playing the melody in the A. We're playing with the melody in the B. We might have a C little turnaround section or something. And then we go back to the top or whatever the form is. When we go back to that top, the decision is, do we play that again with the melody and all the melodic parts of that, or does someone begin to solo on that song form? That whole form is called a chorus through in a solo. So somebody goes, I'll take 2 choruses for the sax. That means the sax player is going to play through that entire song form 2 times. At the end of that, we would then come back and play it with the melody and state it maybe out, and that'd be the end. Everybody that plays a solo needs to recognize, understand, and play what they're playing in that song form. If you were playing a tonal instrument, you would have to understand the song form as far as where the chords are happening, when the rhythm changes, the harmonic changes are happening in the chords, because that's the notes that you're going to choose to play over. And that's the joy of listening to jazz music, is that you get to hear this person's journey through that song form. So what John Coltrane did through this song form, his interpretation, his journey, his statement through that song form is going to be different than what Miles Davis's was, or different than what Charlie Parker's was, or whoever, Ornette Coleman. Doesn't matter who it is. They have a different voice. That's the excitement of it, is seeing what they have to say in that song form. When you're asked to play a solo, you have to understand how to play that through a song form as well. So drum solos aren't just, hey, you're off in Neverland, wherever you want to go. You have to understand the song form as well and be able to phrase everything you're doing around it. So let's first understand that we have to, in our brain, hear the song form going by while we're playing. So let's take a standard song like Moment's Notice. And we'll just, first off, we're just going to play the time for a second, and with the song form in our brain, and know where we're at. And then when it comes to the solo, we'll show you how to phrase around that song form as well. So here's a little example of that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then back to A, and here's B. C. Boom. And top. And we play it again. So it's a very simple little song. We know the melody. Let's assume you know Moment's Notice from this point. And now when it comes to our solo, we have to do the same thing. We have to understand where our melodic structure is, where the maybe little hits are, the little gaps in it, rest here or there. And we have to accentuate that in the solo and be able to work around it and take the listener on a journey through that song form. So let's just do that very lightly for a second with the same approach, where we're kind of singing the song through our head. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can see what's going through my brain when I'm soloing over this thing. And I'm listening to the little hits. Sometimes the stuff that I'm playing, I play through it. Sometimes I play with it. Sometimes I would state the time a little bit with the hat. Sometimes I wouldn't. It just depends on what's going on. But the whole thing is being phrased around that little song form. So you need to know the song. You need to know what the song form is. You need to understand how many bars it is. For instance, if it's an A, B, A, and each section is 8 bars, it's 32 bars total. And the band should be able to know where you're at within that song form because of the way you're phrasing around it and doing it. So there's no way to really teach this other than saying you need to go and listen to the American Songbook, all the standards. You need to know the song forms. You need to practice playing through the melodies. What I would do is take the actual melody of the song, because it's the song form, the time that they play through that, and go ahead and play the solo through it and practice doing your solo through that so you could hear the melody and hear the changes and the form going by while you're doing it. So I'm just going to perform a little bit of Moment's Notice. So I'll play it first, playing the time, and then I'll play one chorus of a solo. And if you know the song, you'll be able to hang with it. So here we go. Here's Moment's Notice. 1, 2, 1, 2.